was Sri Madhva Gaudiya Math, which was in Bangladesh. Now it is under the Chaitanya Math is controlling that one. So I went there and they gave me a place, and very beautiful math is there, Madhva Gaudiya Math. It is named after Shriman Madhvacharya. And like that, he established 64 Gaudiya Maths. As there are 64 limbs of devotional service in Bhakti, Adav, Guru, Padashraya, Diksha, Shiksha. So like that, he established 64 Gaudiya Maths. Understand? So that is maybe coincidence or that is what is desire. But he was on the planet, and now there are innumerable Gaudiya Maths. Because Sripad Danti Maharaj was telling me that in Parikrama, maybe we want to give some, every Gaudiya Math, little ghee and some chandan and some oil, like that, so that, and we'll give them liquid jaggery for Abhishek of Mahaprabhu, which is very pure, much purer than sugar. So I asked, how many Gaudiya Maths are there in Mayapur and in Navadip area? Then they told that there are 50 big Gaudiya Maths in Mayapur itself, Mayapur and Navadip and Swarupganj, and 150 smaller maths total altogether. 150. That is what the information I passed on to Maharaj. So you can see within Mayapur so many Gaudiya Maths are there. Because disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, then Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada, disciples, now disciples, grand disciples, great grand disciples, they are opening maths. So preaching is spreading like anything. Understand? So it is all by the mercy of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. What to speak of ISKCON branches? Like I went to Dhaka, there is a temple of our Gaudiya Math temple is in Narinda. That area is called Narinda. And just 5 minutes walk from there, there is another Swami Bagh. There is a temple of ISKCON. ISKCON temple also is there in Dhaka. Understand? And so many ISKCON branches I went in Bangladesh also. Understand? So ISKCON, Gaudiya Math, all this is mercy of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. They all are preaching Krishna consciousness. Understand? And then not to speak of small centers or preaching centers, like in South Africa I visited Ramakant Prabhu's temple, this, that, Murari Prabhu's small temple, house. House also they have made into temple, is Grastas. Understand? So that is also Prachar Kendra, Namhatta Kendra. And Namhatta means they will gather in this house, that house, and they will distribute the Ram Sankirtan, Kirtan. So Bhakti Siddhanta Sarpa's instruction was that Nama Prabhave, Kirtana Prabhave Smarana Haibe, Sahi Kala Nirjana Bhajana Sambhava. That is not possible to do, remember artificially the name and form and qualities and pastimes of Krishna. But when we do Kirtan loudly, automatically the name, form, qualities and pastimes of Krishna manifest in the heart. So we should try to do Sankirtan. Don't give up Sankirtan for anything. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. That is the Mula mantra of Shri Gaudiya Vishnu. He used to tell that chanting of Shri Harinam and direct realization of Bhagwan are one and the same. There is no difference between chanting the Harinam and direct realization of Bhagwan. Actually, when you are chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, you should know that Krishna is dancing on your tongue. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati used to say, establishing a printing press to print devotional books and preaching the glories of the holy name by organizing Namhatta programs constitutes genuine service to Sri Mayapur, the birthplace of Sri Gaurhari. Means, if you are doing Namhatta, even in Johannesburg or Durban or anywhere in Singapore, or e-Namhatta like we are doing here, and we are discussing Harikatha, then actually we are serving Mayapur. Because in our Harikatha, in our programs, we are only glorifying Mahaprabhu. What was Mahaprabhu doing in Mayapur? In Mayapur, he was doing Nama Sankirtan. Udila Aruna Purava Bhage, Dijamani Gora Amani Jage, Bhakata Samuha Loya Sathe, Gelo Nagara Braje, Tathae Bajala Pol, Gana Gana Tahe Janjara Roll, Prema Dhala Dhala Shore Ranga, Charade Nupura Bali. Mukunda Madhava Yada Hari, Bolore Bolore Badana Hari, Miche Nidavashe Gelore Rati, Divasa Sharir Tati. Emona Durlava Manava Deva, Paya ki Karaha Bhavana Keha, Ebena Bhajula Shisachi Sutta, Ebena Bhajula Yashoda Sutta, Charame Kodiba Laji. Oh, if you waste this human life and don't worship Sachinandan Gaurari, don't worship Yashodanandan Krishna, Padmavati Nandan Nityananda Prabhu, then you have wasted your human form of life. Please don't waste your life. Get up. You spent your whole night in sleeping. And whole day you are spending in decorating your body, in going to gym, try to get six packs, and trying to get a beauty parlor, doing this way, that way, manicure, pedicure. But what do you use? This body will become stool of animals if you die in a forest. It will become the worms if it is buried. The worms will come and no, eat your body. And this body is buried, it will become ashes. So don't be attached to the body. Live very simply. Chant Harinam. This is the Mahaprabhu's instruction. Everyone should perform Hari Seva, devotional service of Lord Hari, together and with one purpose. Bhakti Siddhanta Sarupal said, wherever Harinam, Harikatha is being spoken is a holy place, Tirtha, a place of pilgrimage. Understand? Many times we think, oh, place of pilgrimage is only Prayag, Pushkar, these are all places of pilgrimage. But no, Prabhupada said that Tatraiva Ganga Yamuna cha tatra Godavari tatra Saraswati cha Sarvani Tirthani Vasanti tatra Yatratchutadara Katha Prasanga. Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, all the rivers manifest where Harikatha is spoken. And we are not doers of good or bad deeds, nor are we scholarly or literate, carrying the shoes of Hari's pure and honest devotees who are devoid of deceit as our duty. We are initiates into the mantra Kirtaniya Sadahari, always chant the names of Lord Hari. Understand? Kechit कर्मावलंबका केचित केचित ज्ञानावलंबका वयम तो हरिदासानाम पादत्राणावलंबका. Oh, some are following the marg of karma, fruitive action. Some are following the mental speculation to merge in Brahma, impersonal liberation. But we are not interested in all that. We are all not trying to do good deeds and go to the heaven. We are not trying to do bad deeds and land up in hell. But rather, we are only carrying the shoes of the pure devotees of Krishna, like Shipad Danti Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj, and like that. Because these pure devotees are free from deceit. They have no deceit in their heart, deceitful tendency, cheating propensity. And our only mantra is that Kirtaniya Sadahari. All the time we'll chant, sing, and do loud kirtan of the Hare Krishna mantra. And doing kirtan, if our tongue is, if our, while doing kirtan, if we are tired, then we'll do japa. Understand? Without criticizing the nature of others, one should correct oneself. This is my personal instruction. Don't try to correct others. Guru and Vaishnavas will correct them. Let us not try to. So he said that the Niti of Shivan Mahaprabhu does not contain Kshatriya Niti, rules for the warrior class. We are not trying to be warrior class members. We are not trying to be following the rules for the mercantile class, the businessmen. And we are also not following the Shudra Niti. We are also not following the Shudra Niti, the rules for the working class. Or we are not following the rules for the meat eaters, Yavana class. What actually Mahaprabhu told that we adhere to the pinnacle of Rishi Niti, the conceptions and regulations given by the saints and sages. Mahajano Yena Gatha Sarvanta. We are trying to follow in the footsteps of great sages like Narad and Prahlad, Parashar, Pundarik, Vyasa, Ambarisha, Shuka, Shaunaka, Bhishmadalva, Rukmangada, Vibhishana, and especially Shriman Mahaprabhu, Jagdananda Pandit, Sarup Damodar, Rai Ramana. These great sages and sadhus we are trying to follow. So, by following in his footsteps, we will also adhere to the Brahma Niti, the moral conduct for Brahmanas or the learned class. Bhagavad Dharma, the activities of the devotees. We should follow that. And what is our topmost occupation? What is our supreme constitutional occupation? Serving the Vrajavasis who felt great separation from Krishna when he left Vraj to reside in Mathura is our supreme constitutional occupation. Means we have to serve Madhavendra Puri, we have to serve Ishwar Puri, we have to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Raghunath Das Goswami, Rupa Goswami, our Guru Maharaj, Sripad Dandi Maharaj, who feel great separation from Krishna, who when Krishna left to go to Mathura. So they are consoling Radharani. Radharani felt great separation. Serving Radharani, who felt so much separation when Krishna went from Braj to Mathura. Serving such Vaishnavas who feel separation from Krishna when Krishna went to Mathura is our topmost occupation. Again. So therefore it is told that if I desire to follow an eternally auspicious course, Shreya Patha or Nitya Kalyankari Marga in life, then disregarding the theories of even countless people, I must hear only Shrautavani, instructions from a transcendental source, the timeless and divine words of the Acharyas. Understand? Disregard the opinions of countless persons. Don't worry. You do pranam to everyone. Like Sarvam Bhattacharya said, Jnatam Kana Bhujam Matam Parichitar Anvikshiki Shikshita Mimamsa Bhritaiva Sankhya Sarani Vede Vitirnamati Vedanta Parishirita Sarvasam Kintu Spuran Madhuri Hara Kachara Nanda Sunu Murali Machittamakasiti. The atomic theory of creation of Kanad, the Vaisheshik Darshan, the yoga of Patanjali, and Purna Mimamsa of Jaimini. I'll disregard all this. I only serve Vajanandan Shyam Sundar Krishna under the guidance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nothing else I want. So we should also disregard all the opinions. Forget all the everything and only surrender. So likewise, when someone joins the Gaudiya Math, we tell, oh, you studied law, you are an expert lawyer, you are a good doctor, you know how to do surgery, brain surgery, heart surgery, everything. You are an engineer, you know how to build big bridges, engines, locomotive engines, and electronic circuits, and big VLSI, very large scale integrated circuits. But now forget everything and just surrender to Mahaprabhu and chant Hare Krishna. That's all. Forget everything. Now only chant Hare Krishna. Like Sripad Dandi Maharaj, the big NASA scientist. He has done Doctor of Science degree, he has many patents in his name. He's a professor in City University of New York. But what is he doing? Chanting Hare Krishna. It's the topmost thing. Serving Radha Krishna, serving cows, doing Agnihotra, and studying the books of Srila Gurudev, understanding the Jaiva Dharma. That is what he is doing. That is the topmost thing to do. To study Jaiva Dharma. That is the topmost knowledge. No book is like Jaiva Dharma. Understand? That's why Srila Gurudev told you should read Jaiva Dharma 108 times. But this Jaiva Dharma, not a single copy would have survived. If Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada would not have come, the Jaiva Dharma would have been eaten by termites. The only manuscript of Jaiva Dharma was recovered by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada by hard effort. His father wrote it, but that manuscript, who published it? Who got it proofread and published? That time there was no electronic, like you take word processor, you type it in Word or PageMaker and just print it out. No. That time you have to actually, word by word, you have to join it actually. So it was very difficult printing that time. That time he got them printed in Bengali language. Srila Gurudev learned the Bengali language. Hard work. Srila Gurudev translated that book to Hindi. From that Hindi, Sripad Dandi Maharaj told me, you must translate it to Marathi. He himself got it translated to Kannada. And then now in English, Srila Gurudev published it in English and all languages of the world, Jaiva Dharma is being read. So Gurudev told that if all the books in the world, the essence is in Jaiva Dharma. But all the credit goes to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, who preserved the scripts and he published them. So who published the books of Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. He published them. Understand? That is what he is doing. Vinod Vani. Vinod Vani means Bhaktivinoda Thakur Vani. That's why we are indebted to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada and all Vaishnavas. Hare Krishna. Vancha Kalpatarvesha Kripa Sindhu Jnana Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
That's it. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare
Anybody else has a question?
Any question, please ask.
Rishikesh Prabhu?
Rishikesh Prabhu from India.
Maharaji, Rishikesh Prabhu actually wanted to speak to you.
Rishikena Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Hare Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Everyone is there. Maya Didi is also there. Maya Bankar.
Gee, Maharaj, I'm not sure who's everybody, so I think it's more
Maya
devotees
Didi,
that know you. So
Didi,
thank you a lot for.
When you translated Jaiva Dharma, she gave me the manuscript in Marathi, then I edited it. She's a big translator in Marathi. She's our god sister. She's FM Gold. She's an announcer. In, and
जी
Gurudev,
मैम.
from childhood, they associated with Gurudev. Her brother Amal Krishna Prabhu, her sisters also, Shariyu Didi, her father, they all are Gurudev's disciples. Whenever I go there, I sometimes stay in their house. Because Dandi Maharaj also, they give prasad and so much help they help us. Especially, she's a very good translator. She's sending so many books, Ujjwal Nilamani and other books. I don't have time to edit also, but I'm trying. Hare Krishna, Hare.
Maharaj, is there Jaiva Dharma in Tamil, Maharaj?
Tamil, I think I have to talk to Bhagwati Khan Prabhu. There are many books which he got translated to Tamil. I can send you the PDF, but Jaiva Dharma I will check. Jaiva Dharma, Chaitanya Math may have Tamil Jaiva Dharma, but
Oh,
the Gurudev
you,
Jaiva Dharma is always the best because Gurudev put so much hard work. But I will check. I will check Tamil Jaiva Dharma. Yeah.
you have any soft copies, Maharaj?
I will check if it is not there. I will try to get it. So we can scan it. Then maybe you can read Tamil, na?
Yes.
We can OCR it, and that is Jaiva Dharma must be there. Must be there. I'll check with someone in Chennai. We
Okay,
OCR
Maharaj.
it and put it on the archive.org so everyone can download it. Yeah. Because now everyone has tabs and more, so they can read on Kindle. They can read, no problem. Hare
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dhanavad.
By God, Premanande. Hare Hare. Gaur Hare.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for joining today. So our next class will be on Wednesday, Madhurya Kadambini with Vishnu Daivata Mj. So we'll see you all on Wednesday. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Pranam.